Hi Virgo, welcome. So Virgo, this is going to be a reading. I'm going to be starting with the spiritual general messages, and then we're going to get into the you versus them love reading. Woo! And let's get straight into it, Virgo. The energy feels so good to me today, so I'm really hoping to get like really positive messages for you. First card out is the 4th house and Libra energy. This is also representing Cancerian energy, so you could be connecting with either of those zodiac signs or have that as a placement in your chart, or it could just be simply the vibes you're feeling, right? The 4th house is all about your roots, your family, your home, your background, very comfort driven energy. It actually talks about like comfort cooking and the digestive tract as well. Okay, just letting you know. But it's also about self-care and rejuvenating yourself. It also highlights real estate and finances. So all of that being highlighted. And then with the card of Libra here, this is highlighting relationships for you. And in particular, you may feel this a lot stronger if you have some Libra placements in your moon, rising, or Venus. But this will apply to all of you regardless. But it's just about finding harmony, finding balance, finding cooperation when it comes to your love life or with your family, with your friends, with your relationships, with your coworkers, however you want to apply this, right? It's a very considerate energy. It's about seeing both sides to things. And it's also about bringing awareness to yourself, but also to the situation. So let's see, Virgo, what else we have coming through for you from our Virgos. Let's see. Got my Osho Zen cards here. Oh, also, you guys, oh my goodness. For those of you that have been following me for forever, and there's a lot of you, and by the way, thank you. Thank you for my longtime followers. I love you guys so much. Some of you I've gotten to know over the years. And new followers, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please subscribe so you don't miss out. But anyways, for those of you who know me, you know I collect, I can talk, feathers. I love feathers. I don't know why. I just think that they're good luck, you know, and I know what people say, like you shouldn't pick up a feather, it might have diseases on it. I don't care. I have to pick it up. If I see a feather, I have to pick it up. And I have like, well, behind me you can see I've got like owl feathers, hawk feathers. Maybe you can't see, they're on the top shelves. There's a peacock feather in that piece of glass right there. Blue, red, whatever. And then I stopped finding feathers, like, I don't know, months ago. I don't know how it's possible because there's birds everywhere and all over my house, but I just haven't stumbled across one until this morning. And it's not the prettiest one. Look at it. I found a feather this morning, which I thought was such a good luck omen. So I don't know if any of you have a fascination with feathers, or you also feel like feathers are good luck, but if so, this may be your omen. And also, my Virgos, you might find a feather of your own this upcoming week or the next, and if so, please come back to this video and put it in the comments because I love to hear about it. So anyways, to me, feathers are just a representation that spirit is with you, good luck is on the way, your desires have been heard, all of that. So, they say, see a penny, pick it up. I say, see a feather, pick it up. All right, so anyways, you have the card of sharing. Oh my goodness, are you okay? I'm trying to do a reading, bud. Sorry, it's my dog. Come here. Come up here. All right, I have the card of sharing, the card of courage, and the card of the master. So, Virgo, this is quite literally about giving and receiving, okay? Finding equal balance when it comes to reciprocity, not just within, you know, finances and money, but also within relationships, you know, making sure that things are balanced and equal, right? That it's not lopsided, that you're taking too much in a relationship and or giving too much. And that equates to intimate relationships, but it's also about, you know, friendships and your work relationships as well. Just setting those boundaries for yourself, because I feel like Virgos are workhorses, at least most of the Virgos I know. So you don't really have problems going above and beyond. You have the opposite problem of knowing when to stop, of knowing when enough is enough, of knowing when you've given it enough, you know? And so it's kind of like bringing you back to this awareness, Virgo, keeping yourself in check, you know, not overextending yourself, not over-promising. When you're feeling exhausted, giving yourself a break or a timeout. And when it comes to relationships, same, that you're not overextending yourself there or underextending, and that you're giving yourself breaks to be with yourself as well. You also have the card of courage and the master. So some of you are literally mastering the art of being courageous, of going for what you want, of standing up for what you believe in, you know. And I feel like my Virgos, you tend to be more on the courageous side in general, but I do have wallflower Virgos. I feel like every time I meet a Virgo, there's a little bit of a variety. The feminines are a little bit different than the masculines, but this is about being front and center and not allowing yourself to slink back into the background. Like sometimes it's good to be front and center. It's good to put yourself out there, to have the courage to go for what you want to go for. So I feel like that is also coming to the forefront. So let's see what else for my Virgos. What else for my Virgos? Doc, you're not gonna come sit by me? My dog is laying next to me. I don't think you can see him on camera, but his hair finally grew back. Yeah, I had to shave my dog not too long ago, but his hair grew back, so he looks cute again. All right, so let's see, Virgo. What does Virgo have coming through? What does Virgo need to know the most right now? Whoa! Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. What else? Temperance. Now this is very interesting to me. Let me get one more. Very interesting. The Chariot. So here's why I say that. You have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands as your first two cards out, which is the best two cards in the deck in my opinion to get. And then you have Temperance. This is Sag energy. Some of you could have Sagittarius in your chart, but don't have to. It's a general read. So if you look closely though, she is pouring into this basin the passion and the love. And you got passion and love as your clarifying cards. So if you've been wanting more passion, more love, I feel like that's in the cards for you, Virgo. And it's just about finding that balance. Now, some of you need to find a balance between what you're passionate about and who you love. Maybe between work and your love life, or simply, yeah, toning down some of the, well, I don't want to say it like that. You know what I mean. Finding balance between the two. So some of you are very driven, very passionate. The Ace of Wands to me is like a go-getter energy. It is a very desirable energy. And it's inspiring, right? And then the Ace of Cups to me is all about emotions, all about love, all about giving that care, giving that warmth, right? And it's like finding a balance between the two, what you're passionate about and what you love. Take that as that resonates with you. And that's really what's going to be the driving force that moves things forward for you. Some of you are very out of balance, or maybe have been not prioritizing the right things and therefore feeling out of balance. But I feel like during this time frame, there's an opportunity to gain clarity and to gain balance in that area, right? So that you're not going too far overboard in one direction or the other. Oh, I love this. Okay, so let's see what else. Let's get a little bit more specific for my Virgos. What? Get out of here, the Ace of Pentacles. You have 1, 2, 3 aces. If I get a fourth ace, I'm going to fall out of this chair. I really am. I'm sorry, I'm so extra today. I don't know when I'm going to actually post this, but as I'm recording it, it is Friday, so forgive me. Okay, King of Wands. Just wow. Could I be a Virgo for a second? I don't have any Virgo placements either, but your cards are just amazing. So 3 aces. This is big love. Some of you new love coming through, but it's just an overflowing of goodness here. New inspiration, new passion, new opportunities knocking at your door. Okay? Or new commitments for some of you. Like things are materializing for you. If things have felt like they have been on hold or stagnant or unbalanced, I feel there is balance coming, karmic balance coming to all of that. And then it's like the driving force that pushes all of this into manifestation. It's like the materialization of what you've really been wanting. And that is what's being brought forward right now. An opportunity here, Virgo, to really take a chance, to really go for something, and to just feel so damn good. Like the Nine of Cups, I love. Like she's just feeling so good in this picture, right? And the King of Wands is like somebody who knows what they want and they're going for it. They know what they're worth, they know what they want, and they're going for it. And it feels good. And how do you know that you're on the right path? It feels good. And how do you know you're on the wrong path? I don't want to say wrong, maybe not on the best path. It feels terrible. It feels bad. It's just, you know, it's amazing how easily we get taught out of our emotions, so much so that we begin to deny or to suppress our emotions. But it's just really as simple as this. You were born with an emotional guidance system. Every thought is a vibration, and every vibration has a matching emotional response. And how do you know if you're on the right track with your thoughts or you're not on the right track? The way that you feel. If you're thinking thoughts that make you feel awful, not on the right track. If you're thinking thoughts that are really feeling awesome to you, you're on the right track. You see? And I feel like Virgo, some of you have maybe deviated from your path a little bit, but you're back on track. You're right on track. You need to hear that. You're on track. Should I say it again? I don't even want to clarify, but I'm going to get a few more here. The 3 of Swords in the reverse. Ah. Well, I'm glad that it's in the reverse. The Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, and the 8 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, some of you have been really hurting, you know, or in the space where you've had your feelings hurt, or you've been stuck in your head over some things that maybe didn't go your way, or that maybe this was the reason that you deviated from your path, right? It's hard to feel good when we have things going on in our environment that we don't like. But that is your job. Your one and only job as a human being on this planet is to come into alignment as often as you can. And what does alignment mean? Feeling good, love, happiness, joy. It is your purpose. And yet we can't always feel that way because we have a variety of emotions. We have a variety of things that are happening to us that we dip into the other lower emotions. And that's fine because that's all part of the process. Just as long as you know while you're in that dark space that you will always rise again and that you're absolutely fine, then that's all right. That's all right, right? And some of you have really taken that plummet, you know, off that cliff and really been in that bad spot. But I feel like you're still on the right track, Virgo. You're still on the right track. Spirit is still with you. Spirit is still guiding you. You know your value. You know your worth. And this is just a reminder to you of how blessed you really are, because there are beautiful things coming in for you. Like this whole reading just blew my mind. I love it. I'm gonna do that song. I don't care. I love it. Okay. Let's see what the guidance is for my Virgos And then we're going to go to the love reading. Card number 2, that which is like unto itself shall be drawn. Everything that you perceive is vibration, and the life you're living is your vibrational interpretation. The powerful law of attraction is at the root of everything you experience, and the never-changing, always accurate premise of this law is that which is like unto itself is drawn. When you give thought to something, you begin the attraction process of the essence of that subject into your life experience. Once you have activated a thought vibration within yourself, by giving attention to the subject, the progression of the expansion occurs. Everything you perceive is vibration. Very interesting. All right, let's go into the love reading, the you versus them, and see what's next. Stay right there. I'll be right back in just a second. Welcome back. All right, so Virgo, let me use different cards. We're going to go into the love reading, you versus them. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep an open mind. Yes, it is usually going to be about an intimate partner or an ex, but it could also be about a friend, a family member, a coworker, I don't know, you name it. Keep an open mind and let's get it, Virgo. You have the card of slowing down and they have the card of change. I have to say this. All of a sudden I have a song, Sheryl Crow, All I Want to Do Is Have Fun. Me too. Take it or leave it. Anyways, so I feel like Virgo, look how colorful this picture is. Yes, it's about slowing down, but it's not like because things are stagnant or because things aren't happening for you, because I established in the spiritual reading, there's a lot happening for you, a lot coming in for you. This is more about like slowing down to smell the flowers, to enjoy, to get into that space of feeling good so that you can reciprocate your blessings. This person has the card of change, so quite simply, they may be going through some big changes right now, or a change is coming their way. And I also heard a change in personality, so take it or leave it. I don't know if that's you or them or both. So now we're going to look at what led up to the now, how you're both feeling underneath it all. And then most likely outcomes, Virgo, recent past, Queen of Swords. Recent past for my Virgos, Queen of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. And the Eight of Wands. So I feel like Virgo, in the past, there might not have been seeing of an eye to eye with this person, right? One of you being a little bit more closed off than the other. Sometimes I feel like the Queen of Swords represents an open mind and the Queen of Pentacles represents a closed door, if you know what I mean. And yes, I do know this is earth and air energy, but I feel like in general, this is mostly you, the two parts of you. It's like, do I be open-minded? Some of you, it's funny because here's the thing. I find Virgos are actually very open-minded, but I feel like you don't share that with a lot of people. Like I don't feel like it's always expressed, right? Sometimes Virgo energy comes off very opinionated or maybe even sometimes critical, but I actually find Virgos to be very open-minded and flexible. You're not a fixed sign, right? So as much as hard-headed as you can be as a Virgo, you're also flexible in that you do change your mind. Like if something makes sense to you and it's logical, okay, you will bend, right? So I feel this weird energy where like, you know, you actually were being open-minded, but you may have been coming off as closed off when you weren't, okay? And it could also mean that you and this person may have been at odds and or misreading each other. Now you have the Nine of Pentacles here and the Eight of Wands. So I feel like this is mostly about you kind of focusing on your goals, on the things that make you feel good, you know, and putting a lot of your focus there as opposed to like frivolous things or things that create stress or drama for you. And I feel because you were in that space, Virgo, things started to move forward for you. And I also got advancement. So there's some sort of advancement here in your energy levels, and or some of you quite literally an advancement opportunity coming through in the way of career, but take it as it resonates. But I definitely feel progression. As it pertains to this person, what have they been dealing with in the recent past? The Three of Wands, the King of Pentacles. Whoa, whoa, no way. Ha. Sorry. I'm so extra today. I can't even help it. Okay, but wait till you see what I'm saying. Just wait. They have the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. If you recall, you had the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. And what's even more mind-blowing is the Twin Flame card is next to it, Soulmate. So, what seems very different maybe on the surface is very similar underneath. Because same vibe, same over here. I feel like this person may have felt at odds, okay, with themselves or with you. And they may have also came off very closed-minded. And yet at the same time, they were entertaining a new way of thinking or attempting to be open-minded. Now, the Kings are a little bit more harsh energy, a little bit more serious, right? So I feel like there's more of a serious tone on this person's side. Maybe even more brash or blunt than you were coming off here, Virgo. But I also feel like because of this person's serious nature, they seriously care as well. Like when they're in a connection or when they're in a relationship. Like this is not a gray area person. This is a black or white type of vibe here. So I also feel you being more flexible energetically than this person. This person is a little bit more fixed or fixated in their energy. And I feel a divide here. And at the same time, I feel a very strong connection and things moving forward. So there's some sort of shift or change here that is allowing things to shift and change and move forward. So let's go further. How does Virgo perceive this person in the now? How do they think of this person? What do they think of them? I cannot get this song out of my head, so I'm just going to say what it is. So wake me up when it's all over. When I'm wiser and I'm older. All the time I was finding myself, I didn't know I was lost. That's a good song. All right, your perception of this person. Too many. Four of Cups, the Wheel, the Strength card, the Tower, the Six of Pentacles. Sorry, if you heard me burp, I burp. Excuse me. Anyways, I feel like the Four of Cups to me is a very detached energy. It's somebody who's kind of in their own world, who also may be ignoring some facts or ignoring their feelings or maybe ignoring you. The Wheel here is talking about karma and divine timing. And then the Strength card, which is very courageous, very strong personality. Okay, it could be a Leo, but I'm getting in general, like this person just has a very strong persona. And then the Tower, but not always the most stable. Like sometimes it's like surprising, right? Like this person's personality. And I guess what's surprising is like the way how this person could be so generous and at the same time so stubborn at the same time, or like so fixed, you know, or so aloof almost. So it's like this person is one extreme or the other, either very detached or on the opposite side, like very attached, very detached or very attached. And there seems to be no in between. So that's what creates the instability, is that there is none of that gray area, right? So hard to predict, I feel, this person or their personality. At least that's how you see them. So let's see how do they think of you? What do they think about you? The Star card. Queen of Wands. There's Temperance and the Knight of Wands. I'm going to keep that at the bottom of the deck. That came out in your spiritual reading as well. And then Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. So I feel like Virgo, this person has either done a lot of healing or they are hoping to bring healing to the connection. I feel like this person sees you as somebody that they have hoped for or that they have hope towards. Sometimes this can be wish fulfillment. Now the Queen of Wands came out with it. It actually came out in the reverse, but I'll read it both ways. And this is how they see you, by the way. So it's like all of this hope, this faith in this connection or in you as a person, right? They believe in you. And then the Queen of Wands. Now this could be a very temperamental, very moody energy when in the reverse, but in the upright, it's very motivated. This is the go-to person that's going to get stuff done. And that's falling in how they see you, right? So they see you both ways. They believe in you, but they also see this almost unstable part of you as well as the stable part. And I feel like overall they want to give to the connection with the Six of Pentacles here. But I feel equality is important to this person. And the Ten of Cups is like, you know, this is a sense of family. This is a sense of belonging. This is like having it all, right? So this person may really believe strongly in the connection or believe strongly that they can have it all with you, Virgo. So let's go into the heart space and see how are you feeling underneath it all. Heart space for my Virgos. How does Virgo feel about this person? Five of Swords. Oh yeah. How does Virgo feel about this person? Eight of Pentacles. Five of Cups. Well, they're draining you at the moment. But should you continue to work on it? Should you continue to put your best foot forward? I feel like these are questions you're asking yourself. Some of you really don't know what the right answer is. You know, it's like, do I just work on myself? Do I keep myself busy? Because emotionally, there's something really draining you here. And it may involve this person, but it may be other things that you've got going on. And yet the Page of Pentacles is talking about like growth potential or an opportunity. So I feel like you're kind of at odds right now. And I felt that in the prior cards that I was reading, that there seems to be like some things for you to still figure out, some things that you still can't really, you know, put your finger on when it comes to this person, when it comes to this connection. And it's almost like not really making any major decisions until things kind of clear up or your headspace clears up. At the same time, potential, right? Or an opportunity to clear things up. So let's see this person, how do they feel underneath it all? Ooh, wow, Queen of Swords. She ain't messing around. Nine of Swords. Or he. Two of Pentacles. Wow, it's so weird. And I'm going to tell you why this is weird. Hold on, let me get one more. One more, please. The Hangman. What's so weird to me is that, Virgo, both you and this person see each other in a primarily positive light, okay? With a little bit of fluctuation. But then when it comes to like how you're feeling underneath it all, there seems to be contention or strife or questioning there. And I feel it on both parts actually, but take it as it resonates, because this is very harsh energy. This is having nightmares. This is sleepless nights. This is anxiety. This is stress. This is harassment. Okay. Some of you may feel harassed, or there could be somebody harassing this person. I don't know. I seriously got the word harassment, so take it or leave it. Anyways, but I feel like it's uncomfortable. And I think that's what's causing like this black and white or unstable or deviation in their energy, because they are back and forth. They are trying to make up their mind. They're having difficulty, right? Deciding what they truly want for themselves, and or from being able to see the situation from a positive or a different perspective. Like, this person is struggling internally, emotionally. There's a big struggle going on. Oh, wow. So let's see where this is headed then. Where is this headed? What is the most likely outcome then for Virgo during this time period? The Chariot. The Nine of Wands. The Lovers. I didn't mean to get that many. I'm going to keep these here. So it's funny because I saw the Chariot in the spiritual reading, and here it is again. And the Chariot is about things moving forward at a really fast pace. It could also be travel or movement or an actual move. Now you have the Nine of Wands. It's putting a complete stop to that. You see? Like, this is having your guard up. This is defensive. This is like, I'm not sure, right? Like, if you look at her face in this depiction, it's almost like, try me. You know, it's not the nicest energy. So I feel some of you are putting a stop to things moving forward until you feel better or until things settle here. And I think what's super interesting is what follows that is the Lovers card, which, if you remember, this person got in the in their recent past cards. So there is a strong bond, there is a strong connection here, but there's also the Queen of Cups, which is talking about letting it go, releasing, acceptance, forgiveness. So there seems to be an emotional struggle here, and it's really boiling down to one of two things. Either let the struggle go or let the connection go. And I feel these are two things that are maybe in your mind, Virgo, or in the mind of this person, or just in general. And that's big. And then here on the flip side of that is the King of Wands and the Ten of Cups, which is being really confident that you can be happy. That you can be happy regardless of which one of those you choose. Because you can. Because you can. Most people think like, oh, there's a wrong choice and a right choice. And if I choose the wrong choice, then I'll never be happy again. And it's like, no. Happiness can be found anywhere. Because you're the seeker of the happiness, and you're also the source. So from Spirit's eyes, there are only choices, but none of them are deemed good or bad, just choices. And happiness to follow regardless of which path you take. So if you're questioning, am I going to be happy if I go this way? You know, or am I going to be happy if I go this way? And Source says, irrelevant. You could be happy right now, but you're not letting yourself be. Happiness is not dependent on the pathway or the conditions that surround you. It is you and you alone that either allow your happiness or cut yourself off from it. And how do you do that? Through your thoughts. It's irrelevant. Because I will tell you this, if you're miserable in a situation and then you leave looking for, you know, somebody to make you feel good, it's only going to be, and you might get that. You might get that temporarily, but it's only going to be a matter of time before you're miserable again. Because I don't know if you've noticed or lived long enough to notice, but your happiness and your unhappiness follow you wherever you go. Because you're the only one creating that. Although we like to blame it on our living circumstances or our mate or our, you know, whatever. But it's like as soon as that gets corrected, oh, life keeps happening. And then things keep evolving. And then before you know it, you're unhappy about something else. Or someone else, you know. So it's like looking for love in all the wrong places. You're looking for your happiness in all the wrong places. Source says it's irrelevant. Either you choose happy or you don't choose happy. And then the rest will fill in around you. Some of you don't even need to take any action. You just simply need to choose your thoughts more wisely. So let's see this person's most likely outcome. 2 of Cups. Yeah, this person's at odds as well. They may need to hear that message too. They may think that they must, you know, stay or go in order to be happy, and not understanding that you follow you wherever you go. Not saying that conditions can't bring temporary relief. By all means, if you're living in the slums and you go to Hawaii for the week, you're going to feel happier in Hawaii. But should you live in Hawaii for eternity and you've practiced being a miserable person for a long time, you will find things to complain about and be miserable about, even in Hawaii. Because it's not about the things outside of you. It's about you and how practiced you are at controlling your emotions. All right, so 2 of Cups, 5 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Interesting. This person has the same card. You see, like, their guard is up, their defenses are up, there's a tug of war, there's a struggle, and yet they feel such a connection here with you. So this person is feeling at odds, you know, feeling pulled in 2 different directions, Virgo, and it may create defensiveness or distance between you and this person. And yet they're facing the same challenges as you. So to go back to the original part of the reading, I was saying, on the surface, it may seem that there's a lot of differences between you and this person. But if you look deeply, there's a lot of similarities here between how you both are handling the energy and what's going on in the psyche. The 4 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles is like the ultimate of what this person wants. They want stability. They want union. They want that great foundation. They want success. They want it all, right? And so do you. You both have the same wants. Now yours is a little bit more wrapped around family and emotions. This person's is kind of more wrapped around their stability, finances. So there is a little bit of differentiation, but what you're both looking for in general is stability. Stability. So can you get on the same page with this person? Well, in order to do that, you must look for the commonalities and not the differences. And that's how you find equilibrium. That's how you find balance. For those of you who wish to go a different direction, the doors of opportunity are opening to allow you to do that. And yes, you will be happy. All right, but Source is also saying you'll be happy either way. You could find commonality and have growth and development in this connection. Okay, or you could find it elsewhere. But don't base your happiness on either outcome, because neither of those outcomes is what creates your happiness. You and only you create that. So let's see, Virgo, what the overall reading message is. 31 I came as an extension of my source. You came as a physical extension of God, of source energy. Understanding that you would explore contrast, causing expansion, not only for you, but for all that is. You knew that you could find your way back to the resources of your source by feeling your way and by understanding that the relationship between you and you is not one of separateness, but of alignment and resonance. When you master the art of allowing your consistent alignment with the source within you, every other relationship will be beneficial and pleasurable. This is not about the other person. This is about you. Ooh, woo, woo. Ooh, wee. All right, I'm going to leave it there for now, Virgo. Zodiac signs you may be connecting with or have in your own birth chart. Let's see. I've got Aquarius, Gemini, Cancer, Gemini again, Cancer again, Leo. I had Libra in the first part of the reading, Scorpio, Leo. Okay, Libra again, Pisces. Those are the primary signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future content. Also, catch me on Facebook. I do go live there as well. I just went live a week ago, and you can catch it over there. But otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best, Virgo. And until next time, my friends, namaste.